I think we're all going to be relieved when this week is finally over. With the stock market tanking and bombs being sent all over New York, let's just wrap this up with episode 44 of the 4Ps. And as you head out to your Halloween parties this weekend, please be on your best behavior. Look, I've never been personally or directly affected by the ravages of alcoholism or drug addiction. And fortunately, neither is anyone in my immediate family. I'm incredibly lucky, I get it. As I get older, I see and hear more stories about the loved ones of my friends who are battling this, and it's brutal. But I never really thought too deeply about it because it hadn't impacted me. But in the past week, since seeing the movie A Star is Born, I went into the movie not aware of the serious storyline and the role that alcoholism actually plays in the movie, and I won't spoil it for people who haven't seen it. But I left the theater actually thinking more about it and more deeply about it than I have maybe in my entire life. Now, I have no doubt that addiction and alcoholism are pathological diseases, genuine medical conditions that require a variety of treatments, and I'm not going to joke about it. I have nothing clever to say here other than the fact that it took a Lady Gaga movie, albeit a really well-made one that will probably win some awards, to kind of shake me to my core a little bit. And films can do that, and I look forward to learning and understanding what the next movie I see in the theater, which is probably going to be Creed 2, brings out and inspires in me. In sociology, there is a guiding tenet or principle called the Law of Retaliation, which states that people will act toward you as you act toward them. Imagine the golden rule. But in reality, as simple as it might sound, and it is quite simple, it's one of the most effective ways to create your own personal success. Because in practicing this law of retaliation and understanding it, you can get anyone to do just about anything you want. So as long as you do something for him or her first. Now assume that everything you do with, to, for, at someone will ultimately come back to you. Put even simpler, they're rubber, you're glue, anything you do will bounce off of them and come back to you. For many years now, I get asked to speak privately with investors and analysts in and around the digital media platform space about trends and opportunities and risks and things that we as marketers see with each of these platforms. Now, sometimes this will even earn me a steak, lunch, or dinner, for real. Now, this is the first quarter really, that I'm not working for a publicly traded company in years and can actively talk about this publicly. And I remain actively involved with and on Google and Facebook and Twitter and Amazon, Snapchat, you name it. So I'm happy to finally be able to share some thoughts more broadly. Now, yesterday I published an advanced commentary on today's coming earning reports that all these companies are about to publish. You can download that at ptsymmetry.com. But in advance of some of those reports, news is already trickling out. It's not good. The stock market tanked yesterday, and outlooks are mixed at best for a lot of these companies. The future may be bright for Amazon and Google, mixed for Facebook and Twitter, and not as rosy for Snapchat and some of the others. So invest wisely, my friends. The bombs and improvised explosive devices that were sent to former presidents and congressmen and media outlets yesterday, obviously an act of terror and the work of an extremist. However, it's indicative of the divisive nature coming from our leaders, our government. And when the president jokes about violent acts against the press and body slamming reporters, this sends a message to someone much crazier than even him that it's okay to take matters into his own hands. But as of now, who sent these bombs is unclear, and how it will impact the election is unclear too. More and more, it looks like the Senate may be a lost cause for Democrats, unfortunately. They've got pretty much a lock on 50 seats already. Republicans do. At least if you trust polling numbers, which maybe we shouldn't. It's sad that we've learned very little these past 2 years and the same result is going to happen. Democratic messaging seems to be all over the place and lacks a unified, dignified, effective response to all the GOP lies, like Trump's promise of a tax cut before the election day, or immigrant caravan coming to kill Americans, which is nowhere near close to happening. But the race is not over yet, and voting still matters here in the United States, as every race, certainly in the House of Representatives, is up for grabs. So don't give up hope yet. Stay active, stay informed, and let's stay on message. All right, have a great weekend, everybody. Have a great weekend, everybody!